Well, a very good afternoon and welcome once again to Tregorrick Park for the 9th round of the Regional 1 Tribute South West League, and today the home team St Austell welcome Ivybridge to Tregorrick Park. This game promises to be a cracker. I'll explain why in a few moments' time. And kick-off is due at 2:30, which is in 15 minutes. But before then, we'll have a look at the side, some of their recent form, league positions, and have a chat about the team selection as well. As you can see, St Austell on the far side warming up. If I spin around to my right, you'll also see down to my there are the Ivybridge side. And one thing you might notice is they've got a real mixture of experience and some very, very good young players as well. I think one of the things that both sides are proud of is the fact that so many of their players come through the mini junior section. I think in St Austell's case only 2 playing today didn't come through, maybe 3 actually, and I think in the case of Ivybridge about 5 joined the club later in their careers. So St Austell against Ivybridge coming up in 15 minutes. But before then, let's have a quick look at the well, no, before that, just explain like I normally do. It is only me flying everything, so I've got to do the sound, the video, the computer, the lot. Just occasionally, if I have an error, please be aware that I tend to, rather than try and fix it if the stream stops, I'll carry on so that I get the whole game recorded and can put it on YouTube tomorrow, so you can still watch it in the comfort of your home just after you watch the replay of South Africa, England against South Africa. So that'll be like a curtain raiser for the main thing, as it were. And also, secondly, I'm not very familiar with the Ivybridge players. I only saw the team yesterday, and I'm going on the numbers on their back. So if I get 1 or 2 of them wrong, my sincere apologies. I'll do the best I can. But I do make a mistake, then forgive me. Right, let's have a quick look at some of the recent form for these sides, because I think it's fair to say that after 1 or 2 good wins, they've struggled a bit. Both the last 4 are both 1 and 3, which isn't fantastic. You look at St Austell, they had a long old trip, 3.5 hours up the M5 and M4 to Royal Wootton Bassett last week, and came away on the wrong end of a 50-38 scoreline, despite scoring 3 tries right at the end of the game. I think it was a big, but they were too slow out of the blocks. Prior to that, biggest defeat in probably several years here at St Austell, where they lost 14-68 to, I think, strong favourites to win this league, Exmouth. Prior to that, bit of a surprise that one. Sidmouth hadn't won a game, St Austell went there and lost 30-23. Since then, of course, Sidmouth have won 2 more, and they've gone to above St Austell in the table. And prior to that, St Austell beat Chew Valley here 41-24. Ivybridge lost at home 14-34, much more respectable score than St Austell against, I think, the league, second in the league, and no, they're top of the league actually, and favourites. They beat Chew Valley away 35-43, lost at home to Brixham 12-62, and got thumped away at Barnstable 80 points to 15. Now, you never know the full story, but no one wants to be in the end of that, do they? Want to be another good side, of course, Barnstable, up there 2nd or 3rd in this league. So it's one of those games where, for me, it's although it's fairly early in the season, it's only the 9th round of the competition. It's one of those things, even now, it looks like it could be a must-win game. If you look at the table, you can see that St Austell currently are sitting in 9th place with 17 points, and Ivybridge, again having played 8, are in 11th place on 12 points, a 5 points difference. But of course, if Ivybridge win today and get 5 points and St Austell don't get any, then they will go level, maybe even above on points difference. So everything to play for. It's one of those things where it could be a 6-point game or even a 10-point game. And it starts to, I think then the players and the coaches start thinking about, not about who's above you and who you're going to be up there. You start looking down the table and thinking desperately about later in the season about where you're going to be. So it does look like a must-win game. Really tough to call on recent form. I think it's going to be an absolute cracker, just like last week. But I suppose we will see reasonably soon. These 2 teams, of course, met twice last season. In fact, the last game they played was here in January this year, and St Austell came away on the back of a 19-20 loss. And I think what I'll do briefly is just show you the St Austell tries from that game, all 3 of them. just noticed for the first time that referee in that game was Chris Hoadley, and strangely Chris has been substituted today because the original referee, Zach Kinnaird, who was due to come all the way down from Hampshire, who refereed last week's game away at Royal Wootton Bassett. Apparently he was burgled overnight and he can't make it today, so fingers crossed, let's say everything's okay for Zach. But Chris Hoadley has really kindly stepped in, one of those really experienced, very good referees we're so pleased and privileged to have here. So thank you, Chris, for coming down all the way from Somerset. I suppose a bit local, really. Strange enough, in the away fixture, which took place in September in 2023, it was also a 1-point win, 36-35. Ivybridge won that. So Ivybridge beat St Austell twice last year in this league, both times by 1 point. They are separated by only 5 points in the league, and both the teams have only won one of the last four. So you can see why I think this may be a close run thing. Let's certainly hope so. Let's have a quick look at the teams now, and I'll show you this again just before they come out. Now, a couple of changes here for St Austell. Front row is Pete Rowe, Pete Harris and Matt Booby, exactly the same as last week. Second row is Tom Daniel and Mark Vine, who is vice-captain today, or captain as vice, as he prefers to be known. At the back row, Hector Bright is unavailable due to work commitments. So what happened there is that Caden Michael, who was on the bench, has come in. He'll be playing at blindside, and Rory Jago is playing 7. So Caden Michael at 6 and Rory Jago at 7, with Adam Powell manning up at the back of the scrum there, playing number 8. Been very well, Adam, playing very well indeed. Got a little super game last week. Half backs are both very experienced Matt Shepard and even more experienced Chris Ashwin. On the centres, Sam Parsons returns after being not available last week because it was his daughter's birthday, together with the other vice-captain Ben Plummer, and Jamie Stanley moves from centre to wing, while George Gill stops at the bench, and Danny Tyrrell continues at 14, having scored 3 tries last week, Danny. And of course Archie Bees continues at fullback. He scored an absolute cracker last week as well. On the bench today, there's a new name for you, Ben Woodmansey, just joined the club from down there in Helston. Very good prospect, a prop forward, only 18, big boy, and I think lovely to see him come here for some sort of Southwest One experience. Let's hope he stays and makes a real fest of it. I think from seeing him in training, he's a very impressive young man. Also on the bench, George Tregorrick, and although I've got there and there Caden Michael, Caden's playing, and I'm not certain who the third reserve is, but I'll tell you in a few minutes' time. For Ivybridge, 1 or 2 slight changes. Henry Trudgill moves from hooker to prop. He can play either. Scored 2 tries in the home fixture last season. Way too fast to be a prop forward, that man. Don't know how he gets it, where he gets it from. Hooker today is Mike Jensen, with Jack Jones on the other side of the scrum. Second row of Hamish Harris and Will Peatman continue, and the back row of Tam Hancock's return of Adam Northcott, who's playing 7 today. He can also play 6 or 8, Adam. Nice to see him back. And in half-backs, James Canton and the very experienced kit skipper Matt Grieveson, with Adam Lilly and Charlie Teague in the centre, Giles Clark on one wing and Harry Lakeman on the other. Ben Fellows is at fullback, with Che Bryce, Ben Bryan and Elliot Harwood bringing up the rear at fullback. And as you can hear from the PA over there, he's going through the team the same time that I am. Briefly, let's say a quick hello to people watching from all over the place. I think well, 2 of St Austell's favourite sons and daughters, Barbara and Nigel, probably still on holiday. I think they're always on holiday, those two, but that's exactly where they should be, somewhere in the Balearics or somewhere in Spain. So hello to you two, hope you're watching, and hope Barbara's battery lasts the whole game this week. That's assuming they're still there, of course. Also hello to Aidan, to Danny Tyrrell's uncle, always watches, lives up there in Worcester, comes to some of the away games whenever he can, watches online. Great to see. Big involvement in the club, of course, because not only that, his dad, his brother and his sister-in-law are always in the club. And in fact, Jenny runs the bar. If you want to see anyone about the bar, she is the woman. She's a star. And hello to Miles as well. I hope Miles is watching from over there in Dubai. Miles, of course, long-time servant, captain for about 1,000 years at Austell. Finally hung up his boots and moved abroad. I suppose you'd have to do that, wouldn't you? So, hi Miles. I hope it's pouring down there and freezing cold. Now, on that subject, the forecast for today is not fantastic. The Met Office are predicting that by about half time, by about 3:30, it is going to rain. So I'm going to do best I can. I brought an umbrella, and if it comes to it, I'll stand here with an umbrella over the camera and computer with a view to try and keeping it dry. Worst comes to the worst and the rain gets too heavy, I will have to end the live stream because it's too expensive not to. So fingers crossed though, it won't not. Apart from that, it is an absolutely perfect day for rugby. It is quite cool, I'd say probably 10, maybe 11 degrees. There's almost no wind. If you look at the flags on the far side, they're not moving at all, the big tall flags at the top of the clubhouse. Even around the pitch, there's no wind, so it promises there's no significant advantage. There obviously is a very slight fall right to left as we look, but it doesn't make much difference. I think you'll find today it's all going to be about running rugby, and whoever makes a good start. As always, if you listen to the experts, they'll tell you it's always forwards win games and backs just determine the margin. And I'm an adherent to that philosophy. I think that's true. So hello to Dave down there. And that'll be the same today. I think the set pieces are going to be key. I was talking earlier on to, what do you call him? I think it's a set piece coach. But Tonelli, who was one of the St Austell coaches, and he was saying he'd been really delighted with the improvement in St Austell scrummage since last season. Things have got better and better, and in the last 3 or 4 games they've really held up very well indeed. And the last couple of games the line-outs got better as well because they had problems early doors in this season. So he's hoping that will form the basis of a St Austell victory, but I'm absolutely certain that the Ivybridge coach thinks exactly the same thing. So set piece will be very important today, as it always is. But also on the back of that, some very exciting backs out there. From last season's game, the scrum half James Canton and Matt Greaveson, both very exciting running players. The lad playing at fullback is playing today, Ben Fallows, very quick, lovely runner, ball in hand. So he's another one to keep your eye on. And of course, St Austell, Danny Tyrrell, the Cornwall Player of the Year last season in the county championship, scored 3 tries last week. Nice to see him back to form. And in addition to that, they've got Sam Parsons back in the centre and Ben Plummer, who's been playing out of his skin this season. For me, has been the outstanding player in addition to being the regular captain. So awful lot to look forward to. I hope you're looking forward as much as I am. And I make it, you can see the tides have gone in, and I make it 14:27, so the teams will be coming out now. And I'm hoping, with the best will in the world, I'm hoping to have Chris Hobley's microphone, but I do warn you that it doesn't always work perfectly because I can't afford to buy the expensive ones, and it's not a cheap mic, but what it means is sometimes we lose the ref's mic, lose the left's feed. But don't worry, because I record it in the microphone, and tomorrow you'll get a version on the internet on YouTube which has a clean feed from the referee, which is you'll hear for the whole game. There's Mike Chantry, touch judge for St Austell. Another loyal servant, goes to all the away games. Very, very popular young man is Mike. So, as you can see, I think some of the crowd still to make their way out onto the terrace. And if I just look to the right slightly over there, as Ivybridge come onto the field, look onto my right over there, you will see there's quite a lot of people positioning themselves strategically in the outside bar, the Rock and More bar, sponsored by Frosty, of course. So here we go, there's Ivybridge, and coming out in a moment will be the St Austell, led by, well, I'm guessing it'll either be Ben Plummer or, yeah, there's Ben Plummer. We're not sure, I mean, they take turns. Followed by Tom Daniel, he's another one who's been playing out of his skin this season. Referee Chris Hoadley is just coming onto the pitch. I'm just about to... there he goes. With a bit of luck we'll have Chris clearly. And to kick off, looks like Matt Greaveson, who had a very fine game in this corresponding fixture. Yes, we do.
You ready, fellas? You ready?
That's Chris Hoadley. And away we go. Mark Vine can't hold it, but he just manages to pop it to Adam Powell, who just swats off the first player. He's a big unit, is Adam. There's Pete Harris, who gets clattered by, I think that's Jack Jones with the blonde hair.
Yeah, he's all right. He's holding.
Matt Shepherd does the sensible thing. He hasn't found touch for that though. And Jamie Stanley tried to get there first. Went backwards, says the ref.
No, it's lost forward twice there.
But then he was knocked forward by Ivybridge. Both sides keen to get the nerves out of the way. They know how big a game this is.
There you go, fellas.
First of the scrimmage, Pete Rowe, Pete Harris and Matt Boothby up against Henry Tregorrick, Mike Jensen and Jack Jones. You probably see there that Caden Michael's lining up on the blind side and Rory Jenko's playing open and Matt Shepherd you'd put in.
Fine. Set. Hold 9.
That's a solid. Chris Ashman takes a quick ball, tries to get to Archie Bees, which he does. Archie's going to open his legs and show his class. He's got Danny Tyrrell outside. Is he going to make it all the way? He's got men inside, but he hasn't used them. As Matt Shepherd takes the quick ball, and it looks like Matt Shepherd goes in for the first try of the game. Certainly does. What a lovely move. That came from Jamie Stanley deciding to after chip over the top, he was going to run the ball. Quick hands. Danny Tyrrell does the hard work. Quick recycle. Matt Shepherd finishes off. So St Austell take an early lead, which they'll be delighted about because they've been notoriously bad at starting this season. Matt Shepherd, of course, has the opportunity to convert his own try. It's wide out, right over there on the left-hand side of the pitch. But Matt had his kicking boots on last week up at Royal Witten Bassett. I think he only missed one, and that one hit the post. He kicked a couple of absolutely cracking conversions from very difficult positions. What happens there is commentator's curse. Looking at that line of men holding pints. Matt hoofs it, and he gets it. You can hear the crowd is delighted with that. And not as delighted as Matt Shepherd will be. He prides himself on his kicking abilities, young Matt. So Matt Greaveson with the restart. I'm not sure, yes, apart from a touch from the line out there, from a kick-off which went forward, I'm not sure any of the other players, only one, have actually touched the ball yet. Apart from Matt Greaveson, of course. There's Adam Powell again. He's going to take the hard yards every time, is Adam.
It's taken back. They've taken back.
The referee saying took him back into zone 22, so you can't kick yet.
No.
Matt Shepherd hoofs. And we'll go to the first line out of the game on the 10-metre line.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, fellas.
I think that's Mike Jensen. He's wearing two. No, it's Henry Tregorrick.
Let's go.
He's right over the top. Matt Shepherd finds himself in the line out. Pops to the Caden Michael. He'll do what he does very well. Chris Ashby decides to hoof the ball down the park. Only goes as far as the right winger, Harry Lakeman.
It's outside.
Who,
keep walking.
Decides well played with interest. There's Shep again.
Get with him.
Little jink, 2 hands on the ball, Matthew.
He's down with 5.
Archie B steps in, do the honours, and Chris Ashwin attempts the clearance, but his ball's charged down and is picked up there by Charles Scott.
No, he's got past it, leave it red 6.
An opportunity for Ivybridge for the first time.
Harry needs tackle. No.
Sam Parsons comes through the middle. And Chris Hoadley says, no, leave him. So play continues. Good refereeing.
Hold red.
It's Mike Jensen doing the hard stuff there. It's off his feet. But he's isolated, is Archie. Does the sensible thing, goes to ground, presents the ball. Had a fine game. He's been out playing absolutely superbly this season. Just gets better and better as Archie Bees. And you give him some space, he's going to hurt defenders.
No.
Deceptive pace.
Let's use 9.
Shepherd puts it up in the air. He's not going for touch there. Taken well by number 11, Giles Clark.
Stay.
It's a game that both sides are. That's a lovely bit of play by Gregson. Finds his centre, who gets. So finds his winger, but Jamie Stanley just got back to stop him. Ivybridge still have the ball. Good tackle. That's the big young prop, Jack Jones. Pops it to Will Peakman.
No, you got past.
Ivybridge with the chance to get their first points of the game. Get possession very well, play in the phases. James Canton made the yards there. He's got men with him. Jack James again, but he's tackled low. Caden Michael doing
That's right, now hold red.
We got men over. They take the direct route. They've still got men over.
No, hands red 3, let it go. Let's come back.
Come half Canton stumbles a bit, but good close support. Ivybridge really held the ball very well. There's Jack Jones, who's hit hard by Adam Powell, but he keeps the ball. Now they go left. No, they don't. It's direct route. That little pass again from Greeton. Very close to the line now, probably 3, 4, 5 metres out. And although St Austell have defended, they're going to have to continue to play like that to keep them out. That must be 10, 11 phases who kept the ball. That's Mike Jensen, the hooker. Adam Northcott wearing the scrum cap. And he's rumbled right up to the line. The referee says...
Not you. Second man in dropped you down.
There you are.
6
Collapse
green,
in.
dropped them all. 6 green.
6 green, that's a penalty
6
against
green.
Tom
He
Hancock.
was fine, your 7 was fine, 6 came in and just dropped down. I called them all, he pulled it down. 6 green. He's got it still on his feet.
Yeah. Chris Hoadley patiently explained what happened.
Let's see what, guys.
There'll be some sighs of relief from the St Austell players and the crowd as well, I think. Because it looked to all intents and purposes like Ivybridge were on for their first score. Instead, Matt Shepherd clears, there'll be a line out just outside the 22. Pete Harris will look into, my guess is Mark Vine or Tom Daniel. Oh, Mark couldn't hold it, which is really bad. I think he just got a nudge in their line out there. He looked to the referee and said, no, nothing wrong with that.
Scrum. Good.
So only the second scrummage of the game. With just 10 minutes played.
Yes, let's go. Let's go then.
James Canton. Another one of these youngsters in the Ivybridge team. Looks to be like they've got 4 or 5 lads who are in their very early 20s, maybe less than that. It's an Austell V. That's a good scrummage by Ivybridge. Canton finds, in that case, the short pass didn't come off, and there's a knock on the referee's played advantage.
They'll come back for the first one off green.
Adam Lilly tried to repeat what he did earlier on, just take that short pass off Matt Greaveson, but in that case he couldn't hold it. So there'll be a scrum to St Austell, just outside the ring 22.
Same discipline, boys. Control. Nice high bar.
Yes! I think it's only the 3rd scrummage of the game.
Crouch! Squeeze! Sink! Over! Shoot! Ready!
Bye!
Matt Shepherd would be keen to get this ball off the park. The last couple, he's just kept it in the air. That's the game they play, an attacking game from anywhere on the pitch. Adam Powell please Matt Shepherd, who hoops it. This time he does make touch. But on that occasion, the referee says direct into touch, so he'll take him back for the line out from where he kicked it.
Thank you.
No, there's no mark. You set the gap.
That's Henry Treadgill throws in. He plays hooker or prop. I think he's not that bothered by either. And I think he excels in both positions actually. Extraordinarily mobile for a front row forward. Mark Vine managed to get his big shovel-like hands onto that, but I think Ivybridge had turned it over from the loose ball. Still going. Sam Parsons. Big tackle, really. Both the players there slow to get up, and I think number 12, Charlie Teague has taken a bit of a knock there. And the referee blows for a penalty. In at the side, number 7, says the referee. In the meantime, as you can see down to the left there, Adam Lilly, who got hit very, very hard by Sam Parsons. Not pretty fair tackle, but I think he's feeling a bit winded.
That's okay.
You want a drink, sir?
Yeah.
One of the players asking the referee, Chris Hodey, would like a drink, sir? I think he was talking about the bar afterwards, but he said yes, please.
Yeah, sorry.
That was George Tregorrick doing the honours. George might consider himself a bit unlucky to be on the bench today. St Austell not short of very good wingers, and I think Sam Parsons' return meant that Jamie Stanlake moved out and George is on the bench, but we'll be seeing him in action later on.
Oh, it just happened.
Been playing very well, scored an absolute 2 beautiful tries away at Matson. And there's Ben Plummer just having a wander over to have a chat with his backs. So after a unusually quick start in which St Austell scored, Ivybridge have kept the ball. No points to the board yet, still 7 points to 0 with about 13 minutes gone. As you can see, Adam Lilly not getting to his feet yet. It looks like he might be an ankle injury. Maybe he got turned as he was tackled.
Just in case you missed, they caught it running back.
He's on his feet. Let's hope he can continue. He's made 2 lovely breaks and we've only 13 minutes into the game. He's sort of standing tenderly. And referee Chris Hodey has been very patient, saying, no, let's wait and see how he goes. We can't restart in case he interferes with the play. Now he's going to continue. We shall see. Little ripple of applause for Adam Lilly there. Let's hope he's all right. So Matt Shepherd with the chance to clear his lines after a penalty for in at the side. So Pete Harris the throw. So far he's hit Ryan twice. One occasion couldn't hold it. I'll still move the ball. There's Archie B's first chance to get into space. Finds Jamie Stanley, who needs close support. Hands up his Oppo. Caden Michael does the well, that's quite handy. Matt Shepherd looks to put the ball in behind. Has he got it before into touch? Looks like he may have done. No. Taken by number 11 there, Charles Clark, who hoofs it, but only gets as far as Danny Tyrrell. There's Archie Bees again. You know where he's going to go. He's just tapped
There you go, pass, there you go, green 3!
Referee indicated.
Green 3 went past and came back.
You can't put your hands on the ground beyond the ball and
Green
then bring
3
your hands
went
back
past.
to pick up the ball. You have to go to hands of the ball straight away. It's deemed as supporting your own weight with your hands, and that is now a penalty. Jack Jones, unlucky because he thought he'd turn the ball over there. Instead, so not to get a penalty and a chance to attack from about 15 metres out. Pete Rowe has a word with Pete Harris, saying don't throw it to me. Give it to Mark Ryan. And this point is where Sinatra will attempt to get them all going forward. All in the hands of Adam Powell. He slipped it back to Matt Booper. And they're going, and that man came in from the wrong side. Referee's playing advantage. And he's made that a full penalty. If they'd have been a bit closer, that would have been a penalty try, but short of the line. And I think the ref's going to have a quick word
Green 19 is okay.
with Matt Greveson there.
Sorry, the man's on the foot. He's got his foot and make it go where he's trying to get the ball. Okay, I'll slow it down, yeah.
James Chanton, I think, was a little lucky there.
Green 19
He came in from the wrong side, from the side of the ball. Whole thing collapsed. Pete Harris did the sensible thing. Quick thinking, as always, from young Pete. Saw the gap, picked the ball up, and you are not going to stop that man from there. Big smile on the youngster's face. I think still only about, was he 20, maybe 21
Oh yeah, so
now.
you're 3. He was fine, but then he put his hand right past, went down, and just pulling it back. If he's going to go,
Chris
both hands
Haley, as he
on-
always
no,
does,
he
takes
went
time
too
to
far,
explain
then
to the
came back
skipper
on the ball. Yeah, sorry.
why there's penalty
Yeah.
further back there.
Yeah, just there.
Matt Shepherd with a chance to add the 2. So Austell. With about 20 minutes played. And Matt Shepherd to attempt to add the 2. He sort of scuffed that one, but it still went over.
Yeah, was yeah.
So despite dominating territory and possession, Ivybridge find themselves 14 points in arrears. That's not beyond their making that up. What happens,
Timing
of course,
green.
is,
No, let's use it now, 9.
Matt Shepherd hoofs high once again, and on number 8, Matt Schemer takes the ball. Another one of those again, boys. That's a lovely pass to the right winger. It was an attempt to get round Sam Parsons, but Sam's still good for that. Oh, you beg your pardon, it's Chris Ashburn.
No, he's got past.
Greaves once again loves that short ball, off his shoulder with the big man running straight. On that occasion, it was Will Peakman. And once again, Adam Northcock
No, he's tackled. He's
doing the damage. Danny Tyrrell thought he'd turn that over, but the referee didn't give it, playing on.
Ripped in the tackle.
Turnover in the tackle. Adam Powell picks up, hands off one man, and secures the ball. Chris Ashburn says, we'll have a little look. And Danny Tyrrell. Archie Bees beats the first man. He's in space. He's got support. Does he need it? He doesn't. Yeah, he does not need it. He's going to go on his own. One of those guys. He's deceptively fast, is young Archie. What a beauty that was. It's an Austell's third try. Well, that's one for the scrapbook. I'm sure that his mum will be watching that, talking him through it. It's a relatively simple kick from Matt Shepherd. But you never know, do you? So St Austell have started, well, they've had 3 chances, taken them all, despite the fact that Ivybridge had probably had 2/3 possession. I did say earlier on that one of the characteristics of the Austell side is you put Archie in space, he will beat people. He's beat 5 to score last week, that was probably 3 this week. He's going easy. Shep adds the extras. Well, Austell could not have made a better start. 3 tries up, and only 23-4 minutes gone.
No.
That's
Come round this side.
Matt Shepherd once again.
Let's use now 9.
He's under pressure at both sides. He's saying, look at that prop, ref. That prop, of course, he's completely onside, and Matt, as a consequence, doesn't get very far. And so Ivybridge win the ball. And there's been a knock on, so advantage being played.
Knock on.
Yeah. Mike Jensen takes the ball up. And once again, Greaves looks for the short ball. On this occasion, no way through for Adam Lee.
Advantage over for the knock on.
That's pretty much nowhere. Matt Shepherd has time. Just
Keep
to get
going,
the
no,
ball
one.
into touch.
You've got to keep retreating, yeah? You've got to keep retreating.
Yeah. Does that mean it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's good there.
Yeah.
I like that from referees. Just have a quick word with the prop, saying, look, on that occasion, just keep your arm up, please. Just keeps the game going, doesn't it? Pete knows next time he drops his arm, penalty against him.
Let's go, guys.
And no one else needs to know apart from him. That that went forward, I think, off the Ivybridge
There
player.
was two there. First off green, then off red.
Will
Take the
Peterman
scrum.
couldn't quite hold on. It wasn't meant for him. A bit disappointed, you can see.
First off green, then off red. It's a red scrum.
Let's make them smart. Let's go.
Go then. Well, Peter.
Well, scrummages have been absolutely even Steven so far. No side has gained any advantage. It's all the ball
Let's go then.
has gone with the put in. I don't think either sides have actually moved very much. I'd say early on these are two well matched sides. League position, size, the way they play, always going to be tight. Once again, St Austell lock out.
Picked up.
Adam Powell. He takes some stopping, does Adam. He's a big unit. Here's Caden Michael.
No, he's fine. On the side.
That's a bit appealing for someone offside, and the referee making clear that no, he was in perfectly decent position. I think with Adam Northcott. Got in there first, won the ball, and pinged for not releasing. So Matt Greaveson will probably stick this in the corner. Looking to my left. That's a lovely kick. So just inside St Austell 22, another opportunity. And this stage with half time sort of 7-8 minutes away, Ivybridge really need to get points on the board. They've looked like it several times, but the odd mistake has been seriously punished by St Austell. Missed tackle, kick over the top. St Austell scored 2 tries. That's lovely line out. Taking and Ivybridge get them all going forward. St Austell got to get behind and stop it. And you can see Mark Vine doing his best to get in the way.
Maybe number 1. Back 8.
I think so. One of the law changes coming up is that once the ball stops moving, the ball has to be moved. But Ivybridge have still got that going forward. St Austell need to get everyone in behind. If they keep going like that, they're going to get to the line. They're probably 6 metres away. 5, 4, still trying, and it's been collapsed. Referee.
You were fine, but red 7 had already come in from the side. Red 7 in from the side. Look over here, fellas. Red 7 into the side.
Now, had that been a bit closer, that may have been a penalty try. As it is, Ivybridge have the opportunity to catch and drive and have another rolling ball. They must have made 15 metres with the last one. It's at this point where you need the big hands of either Mark Vine or Tom Daniel just to steal the ball or at least disrupt it. Because if Ivybridge take it cleanly and get the ball going forward, they're going to be very hard to stop. Henry Trudgill to throw. Goes to the front, and indeed Ivybridge get them all going forward. So they've got to get in behind, they've got to stop it.
On the left side.
They may have done so, and the more's collapsed.
Guys, the ground, the ball's available. Ball's
Come back
available.
on Ivybridge side. Jack Jones. He's over the line. But he can't get the ball down. Looks like Chris Ashwin doing the honours there. What's he doing in there?
Stay outside, red, stay outside. Come on now, red 2.
Serious up front defence needed here to keep them out. Again, and 5th attempt. That shot gets in there, but it looks like they're over. He's having a very, very close look, and he says, I cannot give that yet. He's waiting.
If I can't see it, I'm not going to listen to you all and go, all right.
That's very wise from the ref. If I can't see it, you're not making the decision.
I can't see it, I'm not giving it, no matter what you all say.
Sigh of relief breathe there. St Austell get to drop out after Ivybridge got very close, but referee deemed they were held up. And if he doesn't see the ball go down, he cannot give a try. So Chris Ashwin looking to relieve some of the pressure. There might be 3 tries up on the board, but they're struggling to get out of their own half, St Austell. That's the fullback, Ben Fallows. Greaveson pops the ball.
No, move red 10, let it go, red 2.
The big second row. Greaveson looks right and then left. He needs somebody with him, but he goes to ground. It's the hooker Jensen. Pete Harris tries to get his hands in there, but he's cleared out. Mark Vine comes round to the side, makes the big. Sorry, it was Tom Daniel, not Mark Vine. And Tom Daniel gets to his feet, makes another tackle. Greaveson chips for the corner. That's a lovely looking ball. That man can hold on. He pops the ball back inside, and Ivybridge are in for the first try. That was really well played. I'm not sure who popped it back in. Might have been Ben Fallows. Ben Fallows scores. It must have been Harry Lakeman who took the ball with one hand, threw it back inside, and Ivybridge are on the board.
I know you have to get down.
So with about half an hour played, we're still 7 or 8 minutes from half time. Ivybridge moved the score on to 21 points to 5 with a conversion to come, and I think it's Matt Greaveson who's going to have a go at that goal. Stick it well. Matt Greaveson adds the 2. (21-7). Just over half an hour played. St Austell will be disappointed with that. After making a good start, they thought they weathered the pressure. And a lovely bit of play with a chip from Matt Greaveson to the winger, who took it one-handed, fully extended, tops it back inside to the fullback, who went in.
That's green, that's green!
For Ivybridge's
No,
first
that's fine,
score.
ball is there. Ball is available, no hands, that's fine. Pass back. Inside. No, he's outside, pass back. No. Well done. No, it's passed back, it's been passed back.
Noise me!
9, James Canton hoops the ball only as far as Matt Shepherd, who gets the ball wide quickly. Archie Bees looks to go. He gets help from Matt Shepherd, who takes man and ball.
Right, ball is still in.
Pete Rowe goes to scrum half. He finds his oppo, Matt Boothby, who does very well indeed. Spins out. Bit of Strictly on there. And Jamie's down late, taken low, but he keeps the ball.
It's fine, not held.
And Ben Plummer hits the rock. And Pete Rowe can't hold on.
Advantage over for the knock on.
That's a long way back, and he's going to have to move his Archie Bees. He's got somebody right on his arm. And he just casually
Keep going, guys,
hoops
keep
the
going,
ball,
keep going,
but he doesn't find touch. He only finds the fullback, Ben Fallows.
You've gone up.
There's Henry Trudgill, who's a difficult man to stop. On that occasion, he didn't release.
Happy with that.
Pete Rowe got in there first, got his hands on the ball. Referee said not releasing. So after all the good work by Henry Trudgill, so we'll get the penalty. Matt Shepherd.
Yeah, no, they were. I was watching. Don't worry, I was watching them. They were walking backwards towards me. So I was happy with that. Hold on, time's off, fellas. Time's off.
Bit of a delay. Archie B's get some attention. Looks like he might hurt his shoulder. I certainly won't want to lose him.
Guys, please. Okay.
No, he looks all right.
Time's on. Let's go, fellas.
That was superbly taken off the top, not even in the middle by Mark Vian. Ben Plummer has a little look.
No, let it go, Green!
I beg your pardon, it was Matt Boothby. And Matt Shepherd hoofs, but only gets as far as the left winger, who catches the ball
It's outside.
and takes it outside his 22 to kick down. And he beautifully kicks it, bounces before it goes into touch. And Matt Shepherd throws it infield to Chris Ashburn, who's looking to get his backs going. Sam Parsons gets his ears back, pops it back inside, and Matt Boothby just knocked it on. You can see the consternation on his face down there. That's what you get for passing to a prop. Used to be rule number one. Don't pass to the props. It's total nonsense these days. Matt could play in the backs.
Okay, guys, quick ball.
As it is, there'll be a scrummage just inside the Austell half.
And it's just. That's one.
I make it 3 minutes half-time break, and St Austell 21-7 in the lead. On the basis of possession and territory, it's something they're going to have to work really hard to maintain. James Canton pops it in. St Austell get the schemer at the back is caught by Matt Shepherd, who can't get his hands on the ball. Oh, that's unlucky. You can see the upset there from Giles Clark, who's really annoyed with himself. He's just stretched. Chris Ashburn goes the wrong way. Ball's all over the place. No advantage
We'll
comes.
take the knock on.
The referee says we'll come back for the knock on the scrimmage. Well, so far the rain stayed off. Fingers crossed, fingers, toes, everything crossed. Shaping up to be a cracking game this. I mean, as soon as if Ivybridge score again, it's absolutely everything to play for. And it's St Austell taking their chances, but my goodness, they've had to work hard.
Come on. Hold there.
Coach!
All these St Austell backs lined up on the left.
Fine!
All but right winger Jamie Stanley.
Set!
That's a good scrummage by St Austell. Let him come to the blind side.
Well done.
And Matt Shepherd. Finds touch, but it will be an Ivybridge ball.
Next one is inside. Yeah, 50-22, go 50-22. Yeah.
What was that? So
Let's go,
yes, it
fellas.
is. It was a 50-22 because Matt Shepherd kicked from inside his own half.
Yeah,
So St Austell get the butt in. One of those really good rule changes, I think. Oh, that's right over the top, and St Austell lose the ball from the line out. And Ivybridge have the opportunity to run. Winger can't hold on, so there'll be another scrummage over there. Beg your pardon, that was Ben Fallows, the try scorer. He might have taken a slight knock as he went down. Not sure about the crowd size. I would say in the region of 300, maybe a bit more, maybe 350. Actually, no, looking across to the bar, they're all there. There must be more like 400 or more. Very well supported local clubs in Austell. Pre-match lunches all sold out, and again today. And if I come back, you'll see the size of the crowd. And if I go across to the bar on the far side, there are all the boozers. Chris Hoadley waiting patiently, and I think that's the Ivybridge fullback Ben Fallows. A couple of long breaks for injuries, and the referee very patient, as he has to be.
3 minutes. Yeah.
3 minutes is Chris Hoadley.
3 minutes. I don't know yet. We'll wait and see.
He looks all right.
Yeah, we'll be here.
I think he got looks like it could be an ankle issue, but
Yeah, medics are on. We'll just wait.
the magic sponge might have worked. Clock's still off. And we'll restart in a moment's time with the scrummage to St Austell. Yeah, physio is putting some strapping on Ben Fallows' leg there.
Recently awarded Royal Membership at Exeter Chiefs.
Bit of a rugby fest today. The autumn internationals being played, including loads and loads all over the world. Where the minor, Hong Kong are playing Brazil today, and various others. But if you're a rugby fan, it's a lovely day for it. Of course, the big one today is England at home, South Africa, and it looks like Matt Greaveson just picked the pocket of Danny Tyrrell,
They just
but he knocked it
they've all
on.
collided into each other. It's your knock on. It's a green knock on. It's a red ball.
This could be the last move of the first half, and I think St Austell would consider themselves fairly fortunate to be 14 points in the lead after the amount of possession and territory that Ivybridge have had.
Let's go, then. Let's go. Good start. Let's go. Yes.
Cam Taylor, one of the players who's missing today, he got a knock before he went on holiday, and he's still not fit yet. He's one of the lads, player of the season, of course, last season. Glad to St Austell missed because of his enormous tackling ability. That's a good scrummage by St
Still
Austell.
walking.
The referee's now playing advantage from a good scrum by St Austell, and he's going to bring them back for the
Far side,
penalty.
walking round. 2 minutes. With 3, walking round. Oh, it's still 2 minutes. Yeah.
Still 2 minutes, says Chris Hoadley. And Matt Shepherd will probably stick this in the corner, and St Austell look to attack from the line out. They would really love to score a fourth try, a bonus point try, before the half-time break. Just psychologically, it will be a difficult thing for Ivybridge to take. And Matt changes sides and moves across to the right and hoops the ball to just outside the Ivybridge 22. So can Pete Harris hit his player this time? He missed him last one. His safe stuff is to go to Vine at the front.
Some more, keep it up.
Matt Booth has got the ball at the back.
Come out now, green one.
And somebody,
Let go.
looks like Henry Trudell's got his mitts in there. Yeah, and as you can see, the referee says at the side.
Steady, boys. Okay, steady. Let everyone get up. It's going through this side.
at the side.
You come round, you came
Probably
past him,
last
you came
opportunity
past
in the
him and
first
then-
half here. I did think for a minute Matt Shepherd might have a pot at goal, but he's going to stick it in the corner and attack from the line out. It's the way the game's played these days. Catch, drive, driving more
Any difference?
is so difficult to stop because the law is in the favour of the team going forward.
Hit this. Still fucking hit this.
For Pete Harris, will he go to Vian or Tom Daniel?
He's 9.
Tom Daniel's at the front this time.
He's fine.
Shortened line out. Nobody got it. It was all thrown in the wrong place. And the referee's playing advantage. Matt Shepherd looks to the right where he finds Tom Daniel, who tries to step inside, but he lost his footing there. There's Pete Harris. He's already got one try. Can he score again? Not from there. Matt Boothby takes them on. Keeps the ball. Pete Harris once again, but he runs straight into the penalty advantage coming up. So still got that's here.
Number 3, too
And
high.
Matt Shepherd goes himself. And he scores again.
You were too high in there.
That is just what St Austell needed and Ivybridge didn't.
Yeah, we're playing penalty round 3.
Number 6, Tom Hancock's looking a bit aggrieved there. He thought there was an obstruction. The referee explained the situation, and St Austell go to 26 of the conversion to come, and 26 or 28 points to 7 with a bonus point in the bag at half time. Will do nicely, thank you very much. So, half-time score, St Austell 28, Ivybridge 7. We'll be back with you as soon as half-time break is over.
Yep.
So, welcome back to the second half, and as you can see, the Saints boys have come onto the pitch first. Ivybridge just come out yet. Score at half-time break is St Austell 28 points to 7. First try on 3 minutes, scored by Matt Shepherd. And then 20 minutes, Pete Harris scored a cracker, followed by an absolute beauty from inside his own half from Archie Bees, and then Sheps tap and go from a quick penalty, added the fourth in between. A lovely try, an absolute beauty actually, by fullback Ben Fallows, after Harry Lakeman took the ball on one hand high in the air, tossed it back inside for Fallows to score. So the score of the half really was, I think for me, was probably good defence by St Austell. They really very stuck at it, so only conceded one try, despite the fact that Ivybridge had easily the majority possession, I would say, in the region of 2-1. But great defence, particularly around the edge of the ruck where Ivybridge just could not get over. Large part to those guys just there in the engine room. Tom Daniel and Mark Vian. And the back row boys there. A couple of changes, of course. Caden Michael playing blind side, Rory J go open, and Adam Powell playing 8. So referee Chris Hoadley is out. Ivybridge rejoiners. I will warn you that the forecast is for rain at 4 o'clock. So I'm going to do my best to continue as much as I possibly can.
Yeah. Should be all right, he says.
So Chris Hoadley has a look.
You ready, fellas?
And Chris Ashwin to get us underway. Second half.
Knock on.
Yeah. Hamish Harris
The
couldn't
knock-on
quite take it
advantage.
cleanly, but it was knocked forward, I think, by
Pass
by
back.
Danny Tyrrell.
Advantage
And
over for
Danny
the knock on.
Griefson only goes as far as Caden Michael. We know what he's going to do. He'll put money on it. He'll take them on.
Come on, you've got past. You know the ball, you went past. No. There's nothing coming. He moved. It's fine.
Chris Ashwin with a chance to move the ball. Archie Bees pops it once again. Jamie Stanley has got Rory Jago inside. He looks to Ben Plummer, but the ball has been pinched by the fullback. Didn't go to hand.
Hold red.
Ivybridge rescued it. That's number 17
clear.
on. That's Ben Bryan. I'm not sure who he's
No,
replaced.
release number 1.
Griefson, really lovely striker of the ball. Is Matt Griefson. He really does kick beautifully. From just by his own try line, he's made 40 yards there without trying very hard. And as we look, there's still a slight injury. Physio is on the far side, one of the Ivybridge players, and another one at the fullback. So there's 2 physios on the field, and Chris Hoadley's just waiting patiently.
Props down. Yeah. So you went past, which is fine. You released, not a problem with that. Then you won the ball, then you went past it onto your hands and then came back. If you'd stayed on it and kept pulling, you'd have been fine, but it's because you released, went back and then came back. Apart from that, it was all good.
Like Chris Hoadley explaining there to Will Peatman, put your hands to the ground, beyond the ball, you can't come and then compete for the ball. You have to retire.
Okay.
I'll make it just 3:30, and if it starts raining at 4, I'm going to hold my breath and maybe it'll be a bit later.
Time's back on.
Pete Harris, this row, goes to Bryan at the front. He manages to deflect it as far as Matt Shepherd. Rory Jago does the honours in the middle. But he's well
Green 7,
tackled.
too high.
High tackle. Advantage is being played. Pete Harris, you know what he's going to do. He'll skip and spin and do whatever he can.
He was fine. We're coming back with 7 too high.
That's a very impressive Adam Northcott, who's had a really fine game. He's always in your face, very good over the ball. But first offence was a high tackle. So Matt Shepherd finds touch just outside the 22. So Austell been successful with the short line out, but the long ones have not been so good. Very well disrupted in the middle. I think Hamish Harris and Will Peakman have both been really effective at getting their mitts in the way. But at the front of the line out where Mark Vian has dominated, St Austell have won their own ball. Several sort of breaks in play for minor injuries disrupted the flow of the game. That's a short one straight to Adam Powell. Pete Harris doing the clever stuff. Matt Shepherd looks. Chris Ashburn's got man outside. He's got Danny Tyrrell, who's got space. And he finds Archie Bees, who steps inside, but he can't make the line. Right up close. Jamie Stanley there with the ball. Matt Shepherd's got his hands on it. And St Austell looking to punish Ivybridge early in the second half, but it's good defence, very good defence. As you can see, right with the ball, I think it was Henry Tregorrick got his hands on it. And not releasing. Opportunity squandered. There you go. That, had they scored, that might have been enough to bury the visiting side, but you never know, they're never going to give up. But 28-33-7's a long way back, isn't it? As it is, Ivybridge have got the line out, where they've been very solid. Both second rows, Hamish Harris and Will Peakman, have been very good in the line out. And Henry Tregorrick to throw. Oh, Mark Vian steals it. That's as far as Pete Rowe, but he's bundled backwards. That didn't go anywhere, so Rory Jago does the honours, does the cleaning up. Matt Greaves best to steal it, but he can't get there. Chris Ashburn has a little look, and the ball rumbled forward off him. Matt Shepherd's away. He is away, he's got support. In the form of Jamie Stanley.
No, the rip was fine. Back off of a green.
You nearly tackled shit there.
Absolute persistence, like some dogged thing. Matt Shepherd kept going, beat two men, stole the ball, and then Jamie Stanley doing like all good wingers, right on his shoulder for St Austell's fifth try, with a relatively straightforward conversion to come from Matt Shepherd. 35-7 if you'd watch this, which he does. Mistake, sorry, lost my camera. Beg your pardon. I'll edit that bit out in the I was just writing the score down and I forgot the camera wasn't locked up. So Matt Greaveson for the restart. The mountain just got a bit higher and that went forward in there from I think that was Will Peakman. And Pete Harris is going to run out of defence from there. I think St Austell probably feeling a bit confident now. But then Matt Shepherd does the sensible thing and says, let's play down there. He only goes as far as number 11, which is Giles Clark.
No.
We've got men over. Greaveson goes himself.
No, stay with us, it's good. Well done, thank you.
Henry Tregorrick.
No, he's not on the ball.
Two absolutely cracking tries in the home fixture when Ivybridge played St Austell last September 23.
No,
good
go,
play.
three.
It's very good play. Number 8 gets away. He's looking for support. Number 11 chips. He's got men inside. Matt Shepherd's there, and he calls for the mark. And he taps and goes, but you can see quite clearly, nowhere near 10.
5. Off you go. Off you go. Okay.
Will Peatman stopped Matt Shepherd from taking a quick penalty, so Chris Hobley shows him a yellow card. Matt Shepherd knew exactly what he was doing there. And Will Peatman very disappointed. One of those rush of blood things. He said, oh, he's running, I'll catch him, and he's paid by having 10 minutes rest. And now Shep, I'm sure, will just put the ball into touch.
That's for Mark, please, guys. Thank you.
That's a good take right off the top. Once again, the value of Mark Vine, the line out, is having absolutely good hands. Archie Bees is away. He's looking for men inside and out. He's got outside him, he's got Jamie Stanlake, who's just scored a moment ago. Can he get there again? He certainly can, for the try of the game. I think you could chalk that one down to Archie Bees, who made the break, drew the man, gave the ball. And Jamie Stanlake gets his second in 5 minutes. St Austell up to 40. You sort of got the feeling, if you're a St Austell supporter, they've had a good game in them for some time, and it's never really quite come off. And even though Ivybridge is not going to give up, St Austell got a significant advantage now. Probably didn't help, of course, having Will Peatman in the bin. That's a very difficult kick for Matt Shepherd from way out on the touchline. Some people say that's a wrong foot from the right for a right footer, but I'm not sure whether it means anything. But if he misses, it won't be far. He did it well, but it just faded across to the left. I think I know about the Ivybridge team. They aren't beaten till the final whistle. It's a bit like playing South Africa or New Zealand or Australia for that matter the last week. Advantage from the knock on. Danny Tyrrell steps in at scrum
for the knock on.
And Matt Shepherd looking
offside.
to get Ben Plummer away. He's got men left, he's got Danny Tyrrell. Danny Tyrrell's got a bit of space, he doesn't need that much. That's good defence though. Matt Greaveson do the honours there, and I think Matt Schemer just got his hands in. Oh, they don't. Knock-ons left and right, and I think the last one there was by St Austell.
Forward off red, green ball.
Tom Young knocked it on, but it wasn't. It was a very difficult ball to get your hands on, even when they're that big. Well, the forecast is still saying rain about now. Hasn't happened just yet, but it's getting darker. I got my umbrella ready.
Gloucester for Ben. Two. Ready, yeah. Three. Yeah. Two. Yeah.
Of course, Will Peatman's in the bin. So I think one of the backs has probably stepped in there. Yeah. That looks like could be the fullback. Also looking for a big scrummage here.
Fine. Set.
Right, they've got it going forward. Look, the scrum half gets the ball out, and Ivybridge once again have a little look.
Leave it, fellas.
There's Chat Jones, but he loses the ball.
Back, then off a red foot.
Anton Austell swing it right, and Sam Parsons looks to put. That's George Tregorrick who's just come on. I'm not sure what's happened there. There's been a bit of a reorganisation. Looks like Chris Ashwin might have gone off.
I see him.
And as I speak, I can see over there Mark Vian is down on one knee. Is it Mark Vian?
Nice Sam.
Yes, it is. I think he might be taking a bit of a break, Mark. Had a very, very fine game.
What's wrong with that one? Yeah, there you go, please, guys.
Young Henry's come on.
Time's off. Time's off. Time's off. Yeah. Okay, we sort it out now.
Okay, without Vian, usual place to go to with that man there. Come down.
He's fine. He's fine.
But that's good defence. They all got in behind. I mean that, yeah, it looks like, oh, George Tregorrick managed to hold on, but he couldn't get to the line. Danny Tittle's now playing scrum half. And you can see.
Everything's fine. It's on the ball. No, it wasn't.
No, not releasing.
Oh, sorry, sorry.
Four.
And Matt Grievesman finds touch. St Austell use all the bench apart from. Oh, they sorry, no, maybe it is. I can't quite tell. Looks like Ben Woodmansey is on. Wearing 19 down there. His debut. Great to see, isn't it? Just 18, the young man. But Ivybridge win their own line. Greaston decides I'll play down there. Only finds it's far. Well, there's Archie Bees. George Tregorrick, you know he's going to go. Strong runner. Danny Tyrrell's got men left and right. He finds. And that's Caden Michael. He'll be over the moon with that one. There is young Caden. Just back from injury, he was concussed a few weeks ago. He played a bit last week, and you can see today his ball in hand is always a threat. So St Austell move on to 45. And this is starting to look like a very big mountain to climb for Ivybridge. Despite their advantage in the possession stand stakes, St Austell have looked very dangerous ball in hand. When they've run the ball, they've had men either side, they've backed up well, they've offloaded well, and they've used the pace outside to really good effect. That is the 7th try of the day. Matt Shepherd adds the extras to move the score to 47-7.
Spaces, lads.
You can see Matt Greaveson's restart doesn't cross the line, so opt for a scrummage on the halfway line.
Okay, guys.
I have to say, one of the things that's really refreshing with this game, the same as last week actually, for Whitton Bassett, there hasn't been the slightest bit of argy-bargy, handbags between the players. It's been a beautifully clean game. I think there's only been one high tackle thus far, and a series of penalties for various things, but mostly around the ruck and maul. No foul play to speak of.
Crouch!
With the exception, I suppose, if you think Will Peatman's hand in there was foul play, it probably isn't.
Set!
Danny Tyrrell.
Keep it up this side!
Of course, very happy either on the wing or at scrum half. Makes a difference to him.
Advantage. No, he's turned going down. 16 dropped, then turned in. 16 dropped and turned in. 16 green, dropped and turned in.
Shay Bryce penalised for dropping the maul, dropping the scrum, beg your pardon. Nice to see referees know how to referee scrummaging. For most of us, it's a complete mystery. So St Austell, through Matt Shepherd's move play right down into Ivybridge's 22, and at 45-7. And let's be frank, they might be out of sight by now, but they've got a big game coming up in a couple of weeks away at Launceston. Inside, they've struggled against in recent years. It was taken beautifully by Tom Daniel. Matt Shepherd moves the ball. Sam Parsons has got options. One of them is that man, number 7, Rory Jago.
No, don't play it, no. Let's go, 9.
Matt Shepherd looks to nudge it in behind. He's got Greaveson's got Archie B's breathing down his neck, but he just glides away. And Matt Shepherd decides, I'm going to play from there. George Scrooge can't hold on. And Sam Parsons looking for help. One of the things that St Austell benefited from is Sam's absolutely sterling defence. There's Rory Jago again.
Green 3's moving.
I can see him back in his best of form. He's another long injury period. There's Archie B's big throw out. Matt Shepherd, who's he got with him? Outpaces the first man. Gets back to his feet.
Now release!
There's Matt Boothby. Likes nothing more than running with the ball in hand. Sam Parsons looking for the over-the-top ball to find Pete Harris. What's he doing on the wing? He doesn't care. And as you can see, great play there. I'm not sure who that was, but one of the Ivybridge players got over the ball, hands on it. The referee has no choice but to penalise St Austell for holding on. It's getting darker, but there's still no wind. If it's going to rain, it's going to be drizzly mizzly. I'm just keeping my fingers and ankles and toes crossed. Comment from Barbara, don't know where she is, somewhere on an island. Saying great defence by St Austell, of course, Barbara. I think it's been the standout characteristic of this game, I think, is that despite all the possession, St Austell have managed to keep Ivybridge to just one score. Yeah, of course, on the balcony, the Bernie Shepherd balcony. One of St Austell's favourite sons, whose son is playing today. Well, that's lovely play, Danny Tyrrell. He's got Shep with him. You can stay on the ground long, does Matthew?
No hands, Green. Well done, thank you.
Adam Powell will take it up, does so well. Always takes 2-3 players to stop him. There's Tom Daniel. Archie B's looking for help. He couldn't quite break the line that time.
No.
So Austell got players wide, but Matt Shepherd goes back the other way. Just to give Pete Harris to make up for it. Never loses the ball, does that man? He
No,
does.
no, 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 he had hold of it.
No.
Remember that? That one rolled forward though. Your catch was fine. Second one just rolled forward. What's forward first?
Donator went to pick it up, he just nudged it forward,
Okay.
right in the front of
Thumbs
the
off.
referee.
It was your other side at that last one, but yeah, okay. Well, it'll be your side this. No, it won't.
Jack Jones is just talking to the referee, he might have an injury
16
problem.
Okay, straight across. He tipped his head.
He's had a good game,
Then
that
when the
young
drive-
man. He's been all over the park. Scrummaged really well.
Unless you're in the front row all of a sudden, but yeah. Time's off, fellas. Okay. Time's back on. Here we go, fellas.
So Ben Woodmansey has taken up his place on the right hand side of the scrum there. On the tight head, just 18. What a young front row that is, my goodness.
Ivy, shoot!
Five,
Hold!
set!
Average age of about 20.
Straight down. 16,
Yeah,
straight down.
look at that. And
16 green, straight. he
16
hinged
green
straight
collapse under pressure from Ben
That's-
Woodmansey.
down. 3 in the scrum. 16, as soon as they engaged, he hinged and went straight down. It's got to hold him up. It's got to hold him up.
Matt Shepherd probably going to nudge us in the corner. 45 points to 7. Be lovely to get 50 on the board, wouldn't it? You have to give credit to Ivybridge. They have simply not stopped playing.
Take the end of the
No
line,
heads
please,
have
guys.
dropped. They've just been distinctly second best, particularly
There you go, guys. Take the end of the line.
when the ball's
Green,
been
end of
moving
the line, please.
wide. They've been dominated, I think, around the edges. They played very well. But as far as they're concerned, it's 0-0. Tom Daniel takes it cleanly.
That's a mark, bro.
It's also looking
Don't
to get
change,
that
don't
ball
change your
ball
bind,
going
you're
forward.
fine. Don't change
P.
your
Harris doing his
Same
job
ball.
back there. Referee calls more.
I swear.
You've got to keep it going forward. You've got to keep it on the feet.
Stay on that 5 is fine.
Jamie Stanlake looking for his third, but he's not going to get there.
No, that's green.
There's Matt Boothby right in front of the sticks. It's an Austell quick ball now, but it's not coming quick.
Ready?
Ben Plummer.
Come back.
Oh, that's lovely. Oh, Matt Shepherd
gone.
tried to pick it up,
Forward,
just nudged it forward.
Leg. Just.
Oh, unlucky because Sam Parsons just very cleverly just stuck it through his legs, and Matt Shepherd, without even looking, couldn't quite hold it. That would have been a beauty, wouldn't it? Well, there's an aura of gloom, I think, setting in across Tregorrick Park. It's dark clouds overhead, no window, just dark clouds. I think one or two of the Ivybridge players feeling a little bit like final whistle can't come too soon.
Same again, Ben.
45 points to 7 down.
Gloucester! 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 2!
Yeah, eyes on it.
I think the difference between this side and the team we saw play last year, where Ivybridge won both games against Austell, is a lot of new young players. And sometimes they take time to mature and time to get in and get used to systems and just generally get a bit better. And they will be there, but today that lack of experience I think has showed a bit. Austell, of course, one or two old heads in there. I say older, relatively speaking. They have Sam Parsons in the centre,
These fellas, nice bind.
Matt Shepherd and Chris Ashwin, all very experienced, and just steer the ship.
Crouch!
Ivy, shoot!
James Cantor to put the ball in. And so once again, we're looking to get the ball going forward. That's a good scrummage once again.
Far
Referee
side,
says,
buckled.
far side.
No.
Matt Boothby doing the
16.
honours there. Matt Shepherd has a little look. He has a look because I think he was. Yeah, that's twice now. The referee said you've gone down. Very, very difficult. That's number 16, Shay Bryce.
Hold on. Wait.
You can see what Peter Harris is going to do. He's going to do like before, where he just picked up and dived in. And I wouldn't want to try and tackle him. He's still going to do it.
ready.
Yeah, no, he moved it. That's hands. And Jamie Stanley glides in for his third and St Austell's 8th try. That's lovely hands once again, just bang, 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 bang. What's St
You
Austell?
have 13 minutes.
And there are still 13 minutes to play. So I make it 52 points to 7. Difficult conversion attempt for Matt Shepherd right out on the touchline there. Three tries to Jamie Stanley. Danny Tyrrell got 3 last week. Bit of competition, I suppose. I would imagine that somebody somewhere is going to ask you to put the floodlights on. It's really very dull out there. Shep steps up, hits it hard, but once again it's just faded across to the left of the post.
Yeah, of course. Yep.
What have we been penalised for?
So the picture I'm seeing. So what I've seen, okay, is those occasions where 16's running, right? He's nice and square.
Yep.
As soon as the ball comes in the drive, he has just turned and hinged at the waist and buckled through all 3 times. That's what I'm seeing.
Okay, yeah.
So if he's nice and square.
So the ball's at 8 feet.
Yeah, but you're.
Matt Greaveson just asking for clarification about why
So if they
Jay Bryce has been sent to the bin for 10 minutes.
Just buckling.
And
3.
Chris Holy's making it clear. He says he's bending and boring in, which is causing the scrum to collapse. There's Matt Boopy. Shepherd feels confident enough to have a run from my Ben Plummer, looking to make a break. Good tackle in the end there by number 11, Giles Clark.
No, he's not on the ball. No, he's
And only that, he won the ball.
No, release. No, he's on his knees. Let him go.
That's good play by Giles Clark, the winger. Not only did he make the big tackle on Ben Plummer, he won the ball as well. When it's not working for you, it's not working for you, is it? Some of the passes not going to hand, but that's a lovely kick. Danny Tyrrell back there on his own. What's he going to do? He's going to take them on. And he beats the first 3, but that will do for now.
No, it's fine.
He's so difficult to tackle. He's so low and so quick. You can see there. Difficult to see what that's for. Referee's pausing. He's going to have a chat with somebody. I think it could be Ben Plummer, skipper. Something went on over there. And Matt Greaveson is also a skipper. Sorry, we can't hear that very well because of the people standing in the way.
Yeah, no, I'm happy here. It's going to reset with the scrum. Because if you're 9 shouting at me again. Okay? Big green scrum.
So he's come back for what in the end was a knock-on, I think. Ivybridge scrummage. One of the few times they've actually been up close to the Austell 22 in this half. Ivybridge need a good scrummage here. James Campton is the struggled a bit behind the scrum with the second half. Certainly, they've been going backwards.
Set! Keep it up, 16 red!
That's another good scrummage. Ball's come back on the side and hooked back in
Stay
by
green,
Rory
stay green,
Jago.
red. Stay green 9,
And
sorry.
James Canton is wants to decide they're going to run. Archie B's going to beat the first man. Of course he can. He's away. He needs looking inside. He's got men with him. And he gives it away, but Matt Shepherd still gets back and takes it.
No, he's come straight through the middle, that was fine.
Should also keep the ball. Adam Powell bangs it up, but he's well tackled. And you can see there was a...
Lost ball to offside.
Yeah, over the top, offside. That's good play once again. I think George... Jack Jones is the man in there doing the damage. Now you can do some more damage by the look of it.
So your centre goes through the walls, doesn't he? Just keeps getting up and cracking on. Yeah.
Archie B's is having a bit of attention over here. That's
He just keeps getting back up. Oh, is it? Oh. You don't want that to go, that'll be out for months.
physio today is Rob Durant. I see Rob here. Obviously his boy, one of his boys, he played with the twos today.
Yeah.
Archie seems all right. He's probably feeling a bit aggrieved because he threw the ball away, which is not like him.
It's at the back. He's just buckled and gone down. If he'd stayed there, not an issue. Or even if it had been up and down. But 3 times he just buckled every time. And it's what I'm seeing, the picture I'm seeing. Yeah. Unfortunately, I know it's frustrating.
There's no reward they can get from that.
Yeah. No, I understand what you mean, but it's he's got to stay up. I understand I played flank forever, so I know what it's like in that position. But okay, I'll manage your side again. Yeah. Five, cool, 5. Some more.
Ivybridge continue to run the ball every opportunity they have. It's not easy. Okay.
No, I didn't see that because I was looking back at 2 guys on the ground who were having a bit of a. Yes, there.
Yeah, on me.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Wait, there's a sub.
I'm not sure how that works. Archie B's has gone off because he looks like a strain. Peter Rose has gone back in the forwards, and I think George has gone back to in the backs, perhaps on the winger at full-back, and Ivybridge with a chance to put themselves back on the scoreboard this half. Unlucky. Ben Plummer looking for help.
Advantage over for the knock-on.
Decides to hoof it down the field. Hold on. It looks to me like there's a bit of a fracas going on over there. Not sure who's involved. But you can put your money on it being Tom Daniel being not far away.
I'll have captains.
That's
If
a
I
shame
see
because
stuff, I can't
this
see
has been.
everything behind my back. I'll have the captains though, please.
Yeah. He's quite right.
Where's-
Referee Chris Hoadley, he was following the ball, he missed a bit of
We'll
that,
walk
and
this
so
way
did I.
anyway.
And he wants to talk to the captains about that sort of behaviour, which is a shame because that's the first nonsense we've had in this game today.
Okay. No, I was just going to say the same thing. So I followed the ball across because it was going quite rapidly. I didn't see what happened, also heard the scuffle afterwards. Have a quick chat, calm it down. It's been brilliant up till now. It's 6:40 to go. Let's not ruin it now, yeah, please, fellas. Just have a quick chat. If I see it, I'll deal with it. But yeah,
There you are. I think there's always a possibility, isn't there, when a game, there's so much on the game where one or two of the players, you know, can just step over the line occasionally. Fortunately, there's nothing too serious in
So
that
it's
from
back
what
on.
I saw.
there's your mark, fellas.
Those days, I certainly hope, are very far behind us.
That wasn't straight, fellas. He's taken it over there, and it's come forward. What would you like?
Must opt for a scrum. New front row there, of
Good,
course. Looks like Matt Boothby has gone off. I think Pete Harris has been there. Matt Boothby is playing in the second row, where previously it was Mark Ryan. And Ben Woodmansey, who's done a cracking job in the scrummaging. On your debut for St Austell, your opposite number gets yellow card because of collapse in the scrum. When you're just 18, you've got to be quite proud of that, haven't you? Danny Tyrrell. St Austell, keep it going forward. Keep it going forward. James Canton is playing close to the wind there, and Adam Powell does the right thing. He keeps the ball and then makes the yards. Matt Shepherd looking to put Winger in at the corner. Doesn't quite manage. And Ivybridge elect to run it. I think that was Charlie T, who's done nothing except defend all day, I think. That's a lovely kick once again, Matt Greaveson, whose boot has kept things going forward.
Your yellow can come back.
Will Peatman
And we'll
coming
find
back
out in
on.
a second. Your yellow can come back.
So
How many, fellas? 7. Okay, that's good there. Thank you. Oh, hold on.
Ivybridge
Wait,
back up to 14.
No one understood it here. Their bin was coming back. Wait till I'm out of the way, please. Blimey. Let's go, guys.
Look for Tom Daniel. Oh, I beg your pardon. Went right over the top. And Matt Shepherd steals it. Ivybridge looking to move every chance they get now. They've got absolutely nothing to lose.
Still high.
Sam Parsons ping for high. The referee's playing advantage.
12 too high.
Sorry about the far seaming. I can't do much about it. I've not been able to record at the moment. And, So Ivybridge with a chance. There's still, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes to go. And they're down in St Austell's 22 for probably maybe the second time in this half, despite the fact that they were really out of it in the first half. They are still 52 points to 7 down, playing for a bit of pride now. As Will Peatman has just come back on. And they have a penalty for offside. James Kenton has a go himself, but he's stopped. Ivybridge tended to go right through the middle. That's good defence. But Henry Trudgill picks up and drives. Playing advantage again. Look to go wide this time. Greaveson pops it over the top. Taken beautifully once again. And Ben Fallows scores to add a little bit of respectability to the score. That's Ben's second try.
Christmas break soon, just think of it like that.
That's it. Matt Greaveson adds the extras to the final kick of the game. Final score. St Austell 52, Ivybridge 14. Super game, and one that St Austell really needed and Ivybridge simply didn't. In the end, they were just too sharp around, certainly in the backs, and they defended very well indeed, certainly in the first half. Final score, 52 points to 14. Thanks, Chris. Thanks very much. Great. Good game.
Thank you.
Yeah, really good. Thank you.